Oh, you want it there?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which way?
Back again. I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, Dan left his arts and crafts here.
Yeah.
We're live right now, Paul. We're live.
Oh, sorry.
We're live.
All right.
Brian, I'm Roland Jankelson,
Oh, nice. to meet
Larry's
you.
manager.
Heard about you. Good to meet you.
All right. Good afternoon, and welcome to today's media press conference in advance of Saturday night's big fight, which will be held at Emira North Side, which is about 20 minutes from here in North Sydney, Nova Scotia. Very excited for what that could be. It's going to be, I think, an outstanding fight. We've been waiting for that for a while, and I think the fans here in the Cape Breton area and throughout the world are going to see this fight on Saturday and be fully entertained and excited about what's ahead. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce the folks here at the table. My name is Paul McDonald. I am the Manager of Facilities for the Cape Breton Regional Municipality, General Manager here at Centre 200. To my left, I don't think he needs an introduction, but we'll introduce him anyway, is Ryan ROZICKI. Welcome back, Ryan. Good to see you again, bud. And to his left is the promoter of Three Lions Promotions, a guy I've gotten to know over the last number of years, and it's great to have you back again in Cape Breton, Daniel Otter.
Thank you, Paul.
Good to see you, Dan. To Daniel's left would be the manager of the opponent for Ryan on Saturday night, and that is Roland Jankelson. So welcome to Cape Breton, Roland.
Thank you.
And the opponent, the person everybody's been waiting to see for Saturday night, is to Roland's left, OLANREWAJU DURODOLA. I hope I did that okay. And he will be the opponent, and I think it's going to be an exciting night. Before we have some questions, I want to hand it over to you, Daniel, just to sort of talk about the event and what's going to come Saturday, and maybe some of the other fights that we'll have beginning at 7:30, and we'll go from there. Daniel Otter.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Thank you for the introduction. It's great to be back on the island. The last time we were here on the island, we had a great event. This one's going to be even better. We got top to bottom. It's an unbelievable card. It's going to be exciting. The main event, of course, being Ryan ROZICKI versus Durodola. Durodola and Roland, thank you so much for coming here to Canada. Believe it or not, they had a tough time getting here. They had their luggage lost. They had multiple flights canceled. So they went through a big hoopla, and they're here. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys showing up.
I'd like to acknowledge Bobby, too.
Yeah, and the coach, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. They had some heavy travel. Like I said, this card top to bottom is going to be unbelievable. We got two-time Olympian Reda Bembazi on the card. We got J.M. Bianco. We got Pedro Bernal, who have both fought here in the past. So we're in for a great night. It's going to be electric. I have a few questions of my own to Ryan and Durodola, just to kick it off here. So Ryan, how you feeling today? You are the WBC #1. You are fighting for a mandatory title here, so winning this is big. Is there more pressure on you for today? How do you feel about this fight being in your hometown?
You know, I've been here many times, been in big fights here. Obviously, never won this big, but you know, as far as being the #1 goes, is appreciative as I am to Mauricio and the WBC for giving me that rank and giving me this opportunity. You know, all these fights against anybody in the top 10, top 15, they're all 50-50 fights. You know, me and Duradola could fight 10 times. You get 10 different results on 10 different nights. So at this stage, it's just a number on paper. You know, he's got a number on paper. I got a number on paper. You know, what happens Saturday night's going to happen. And, you know, that's it, really.
And so, like, further to that, is there anything you've changed up your regime? Because this is, I would say, one of the hardest puncher, if not the hardest puncher you ever faced. So is there something that you did different to be ready for Duradola?
Try not to get hit on the chin by him.
Take less shots. We like that. And anything else, Ryan, in your camp, you felt that you changed a bit for this one fight?
No, all my camps are the same. They're all brutal, and you know, push myself to the break of death every day. So, you know, I'm ready for a life or death battle in there, and I know he is too. And I think it's going to be potentially fight of the year.
And so, I mean, this is probably the question on everyone's mind. Like, are you going out and you're looking for that KO real quick? Is this something you can elaborate on for us?
I think we both got the same style. I think we're both going to walk across the ring and try to knock each other out.
Okay, so I did want to say thank you to our sponsors. I want to say thank you to Samson, That's Right Roofing, Donald and Stephanie have been very helpful, especially with Team Duradola, getting them here when we needed. ARL Mechanical, Advanced Insulation, and Boston Pizza. Thank you for our sponsors for supporting. So going over to Roland and Duradola, again, thank you so much for getting here. I know you guys had a whirlwind of a time getting here. Duradola, just how do you feel today? How do you feel coming into Canada? Are you 100%, and are you ready for this fight?
I'm so happy to be here today. Firstly, I would like to thank God for giving me this opportunity to come to Canada, and also thank Mr. Daniel and Mr. Ryan for giving me the opportunity to know Canada. This is my first time in Canada. I was so happy. I'm ready for the fight.
Okay, and do you feel that Ryan's going to bring something you haven't seen before? You do have, 40 KOs to his 20 wins, so you're basically got double the amount of KOs than he has fights. Do you think Ryan's going to be able to show you something you haven't seen in there before?
No, I don't think so, because I've been there for many people. I've been fight tough people like Ryan before. But Ryan, he's a young, coming up fighter. He have amazing record. He's incredible. He has amazing record, 19-1, and he's a very credible guy. So whatever I want to bring to the table on Saturday, I'm ready for. Because I've been there with tough guy like him, So it's nothing special I want to bring to the table on Saturday. Whatever I want to bring, I'm ready for him.
All right, thank you. And so Roland, a quick question for you. How do you see this fight going, and are you confident in your boxer to pull out the win?
Well, first of all, I would say we have been in this situation before in a number of countries around the world. This is a challenging opponent, and we understand that. I know that Duradola, otherwise known in our family as Larry, has worked so hard, recognizing the challenge. So we have great respect for Ryan. We came here to win, but that will be determined Saturday night. And was the question, do I have confidence in Larry? Yes, I do, but this will be a contest.
I agree with you, Roland. There are still tickets available. You can go to 3lionspromotions.com and buy the pay-per-view. I'm going to pass it back to Paul here. I'm sure he's got a few things to ask and say, so thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Dan, and thanks to the folks involved. And I think, I don't think folks maybe here realize the enormity of this particular bout and this particular fight. And, Ryan, it's been a while since we've seen you here, and I know you've been busy and working and getting ready for this bout. So how significant is this fight to be here in Cape Breton for you?
I mean, it's not only Cape Breton, but this was probably the biggest fight ever held in Nova Scotia. And I said years ago that I would make sure that these fights happen here, that I would bring the world title here one day, and now here I am, one step, one punch from it. So, and what better, what better fight to have than, arguably the hardest puncher in cruiserweight history I'm going up against. So he, you're gonna have a great fight to see who gets the shot at the world title, and it's happening right here in Cape Breton. So it's history, in the making. It is history. There's no question about it. This is going to be like the biggest fight ever held on the island. The only thing that could top this is if I get a world title shot and get the world title here. That's the only thing.
And that's been your goal. I know you're a hockey, good God, Paul. A boxing, we're in a hockey rink, obviously, but a boxing historian, and you talk about Jack Dempsey a lot, I see in your, in some of your postings. So tell us about what that relationship is. Obviously, Mr. Dempsey's no longer with us, but you do have that sort of kindred spirit.
Well, that's the thing, actually. Well, they were talking, and no disrespect to Durodola and his team. Like, I have a lot of respect for him and his team, but they're mistaken, because when they're talking about, facing former tough fighters and stuff, and facing people like me, they really didn't.
So, OLANREWAJU, can I ask you just a question about, your preparation? What's it been like getting ready for this fight for you? I know Dan mentioned you've had some challenges getting here, but once you're here, what have you been up to getting ready for this fight? How are you preparing?
I'm ready for this fight because I know I came back. I'm coming to somebody's home to fight him. Somebody that have incredible record, 19-1, and he's an amazing fighter. He's tough. So, I have a great team. Me and my coach, and my coach over there in Nigeria, they already pushed me to the limit. So that because I know I'm coming to this town to fight him, so I'm ready. They put the limit. I'm ready to fight him.
Great. And just to reiterate from Daniel's point of view, are tickets available for Saturday night? Not many, but there's still tickets available. So he mentioned Three Lions Promotion. Go onto their website or ticketmaster.ca, and there are seats. And I think don't be one of those folks that said, "Oh boy, I wish I was there on Saturday, on Monday," if you know what I mean. So get there, pick up your tickets. It's going to be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it. I'm certainly going to be there with our crew, and we're excited about it, Ryan. We're excited about it. I got to say this name one more time before we get out of here. OLANREWAJU. There you go. Daniel, we also have tomorrow weigh-ins are at the Ashby Legion, right?
Yeah, weigh-ins are at 6 p.m. Friday, December 1st at the Ashby Legion, 35 State Street in Sydney.
And people are welcome.
And that's free to the public. And once again, there are tickets available. A big thank you to the WBC, Mauricio Solomon, for sanctioning this bout. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Donald and Stephanie at That's Right Roofing, Samson, ARL Mechanical, Advanced Insulation Systems, and Boston Pizza.
All right, folks, so that's, go ahead.
How do we watch it on TV, or if people want to?
So for pay-per-view, if you go to 3lionspromotions.com, it'll bring you to the link needed to get the pay-per-view. So 3lionspromotions.com, and it's pretty straightforward to buy it through there. Yeah, Roland wants to say one thing. Go ahead, Roland.
What I wanted to say was, we have been here for just, I have to check with Tammy how many days, a few days. And in that time, we have met quite a number of people. And I would say, and we've traveled all over the world, that the people here are the nicest people that we have met anywhere in the world, and we've made a lot of friends elsewhere. Since all of the people that I'm just been talking about are rabid Ryan fans, there's always that little tension, but in all of those instances, we have agreed that after the fight, we will all be the kind of friends that we were before. So I just want to say it's really a unique culture when it comes to how people treat each other here. Quite amazing.
I totally agree with you there, Roland.
We all fight each other, Roland, here. I might fight one of these guys outside after this, just
But
for
then
fun,
they're,
and
they're
we'll grab
best
a beer.
friends in the morning. They're best friends in the morning.
No matter where I fight, like even in Hamilton, wherever I fight, all the Cape Bretoners show up. They fight each other in the crowd.
There'll be many fights for sure in the crowd. Once again, it's going to be electrifying. It's going to be an outstanding, unbelievable card, top to bottom. Visit Three Lions Promotions for pay-per-view and in-house tickets.
Great stuff. So, Dan, any housekeeping we need to know? The media can speak to them after this is over. We're going to probably get some pictures and see everybody Saturday.
Yeah, right now I'd like Duradola and ROZICKI to face off at the front, and then we will call it a close here. Thank you for everyone coming, and this is what everyone's been seeing, so we're going to have a stare-off at the press conference here. Right there, boys. That's good. All right, boys. That's good. That's good, boys. Leave it in the ring. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming. That's a wrap, and we'll see you guys either Friday night or here for the big fight night. Thank you, everyone.